So I just picked up some new gear for my camera. There's a cage around it now for protection, and also there's just a lot of pretty much all around it. There's areas where you can just add other accessories. I eventually want to get a different setup for this microphone. I want to get an additional screen, just larger screen where you can see better, and a few other things. But yeah, so I got this, and then also the camera it used to be this tall, and now it's this tall. There's a battery pack. It allows you to put 2 batteries in, just longer life. You don't need to worry about changing it so often, and kind of just having the whole thing bigger. I don't know if it's like I'm trying to think of like, so it's kind of like I go out on a shoot and I bring along this little tiny camera. And although it does incredible footage, it just makes me wonder if the customer's like, oh, like this guy's not really serious or doesn't know what he's doing, just because of the size of what I'm bringing along. So now the whole thing's a little bit bigger. I don't know, that's just kind of my own personal preference. With both of my Canons, I had the battery pack 2, which was already a larger camera, but it just made it even bigger. But something I've been wanting for a while, and I've been kind of busy with jobs and making a little bit extra money lately, so I decided to spend the money on myself. Because I've been extra busy with video and editing jobs, I have not been able to do as much eBay stuff. I've been going to the outlet about once a week. On Wednesdays. So last Wednesday I got real lucky, got a bunch of stuff, and I was too busy to process it, so it just sat in the corner. And then I went again yesterday, Wednesday, and got like a decent haul. And the last 2 days I've spent probably about 10 to 12 hours processing everything, testing it, cleaning it, and I'm going to do pictures today. 1 second, puppy. And I'm going to show you a few of the things that I picked up. Alright, so this is probably the biggest amount of stuff that I've processed at one time in a long time, probably since I was doing auctions back in Indiana. Now, I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I'm not going to show everything this year, but show a couple of things. One of the things, which I'll save for just a little bit, was probably the second weirdest thing that I've ever purchased. The first being boxes and boxes of catheters. Which I would buy again in a second because they sell for a ton of money and they sell super quick. This first little section is stuff that I got on consignment from a friend of mine. I used to do HVAC work and doesn't do it anymore, so he still has some of the tools around. This is some sort of yellow jacket gauge. With the wires. It's in great condition, doesn't really look like it's been used much at all. I think I can get about 150 for this. He also gave me some HVAC tools that I don't really know what they do. These range from $30 each to I think $50 each, which we made up a deal of 50-50 split of the profits on that. A few more HVAC things. Most of these I don't know what they are. I'll have to, when I list them, I will find out. This is a field piece tester here. Hopefully we can see things. This is also pretty good. I think around $100. Let's see. These don't sell for much, the Magic Bullets, but they sell pretty good. I'll usually pick these up as long as they're not like gross on the inside. This sells for I think around $35. And also in this box there's 2 VHS DVD players. I think there's a Sony and an RCA. I don't know, both of them sell for around $150 to $200, and I have the remote for one of them. So those are good models. I don't know what was going on with the outlet, but they had a bunch of Guitar Hero guitars, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them here. Most of them are just the average models that sell for around 50 to 60, but then I have this Hofner one that I think gets up to around 75. I need to check, but pretty good. Packet of ink. Now, I will grab the Nerf clips. Yeah. These as I find them, and I'll just set them in a certain area until I get a lot of them, and then I'll sell them all at once. I've been holding these for a long time. I don't know, maybe the Goodwill outlet grabs them from the bins before they go out, because I haven't found one in a long time. So I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna sell. I think there's like 14 of them here, plus a bunch of darts. This is a Sony High 8 camcorder. Comes with a charger, and I included 2 of the 8mm tapes with it. This is a decent model. I think this one sells for $150. These I actually still need to test. I was planning on doing that just in a couple minutes. They're Nakamichi speakers. Now, Nakamichi is a pretty good Japanese brand. If you find one of their cassette decks, that's usually at least $100, if not more. They have some really high-end stuff. Now, these speakers are good, but I probably will only get 50 or so for the pair. Now, I don't expect this to sell for very much. Let's see if you can see it, but it's a vintage Pentax camera strap. It just has a really cool kind of retro look to it, and I think if I list it for 15, maybe 20, somebody will be interested. Alright, we'll go ahead and move on to the weird thing, probably the second weirdest thing I've ever got. So I was at the outlet, and they just brought out a new lot of bins, and I noticed there were 2 of the removable braces, like the foam stuff with Velcro for legs. And I noticed there was a leg in one of them, and I thought it was just a piece of a mannequin leg. Nope, it was a prosthetic limb. Carbon fiber there. It's made by Osser, which does a lot of medical stuff. Yeah, it's clean and really good condition. I just wiped it off, made sure there's nothing gross, and there wasn't anything gross on it. Obviously this is new territory, but from what I can tell, I think I can get $250 to $300 for this prosthetic leg. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's pretty light for how much metal's on there. Probably a lot of it's titanium, and then the carbon fiber. But then it has this like stretchy skin feel stuff. Want to smell it? And like that's where the I don't know, like the nub or whatever you want to call it goes in. Interesting. I got a Google Home Mini. I pay for 2 terabytes of storage with Google Drive, and because of that, they were doing some sort of deal where they will send you a Google Home Mini for free, shipping included. It's completely free. You just have to agree to it, which I don't like these things. I think it's sketchy, and I think it's extra weird that they want you to have this in your house so bad that they're willing to give it to you for free. So I told Haley about it, and she's like, just say yes and then sell it. Oh, okay. So got that in the mail yesterday, and I'm gonna sell this for like $30, which will be like 10 months of free Google Drive.